I'm Andrea Beaulieu. Can I give you some feedback? Have you ever heard that? If you've been out speaking, you probably have, or you will, because that's just the way of it, it seems. Sometimes that's followed up by a very genuine, kind comment. Other times it's an opening for someone to say something critical or challenging. And if that happens, there are some things that you can do about that. If it happens in the middle of a speech, you can very humbly and graciously and with great humor say, got me, and move on, right? Just move on. If it happens during a training, somebody has something critical to say, make sure that there's clarity. Make sure that they understand where you're coming from, what you're asking. And if it still continues to be an issue, then you need to move on and ask if you can handle that after the training. Or, in the same with a speech, can I take your question after we're done here? Because here's the thing, you're in charge of that audience. You're responsible for the whole audience. And most people really just want to enjoy and listen and learn and have a good time. So if you come up and you have someone in your audience who is challenging you in a way that is creating some discomfort for yourself and for others, you got to handle it. But most importantly of all, don't take it in here. Don't take it as about you and a reflection of who you are or what you're saying. We can all improve. We can all take this information as feedback and look at how to use it for the future. But don't let it be about you, because sometimes that can prove to be a self-fulfilling prophecy the next time that you get in front of an audience. I happen to think sometimes when I go out into an audience now or I'm speaking, I'll look and see, is there that person sitting over there that's kind of looking at me like that? And I think, oh, there you are. Great, because I'm not all that, right? And now it's kind of become, I wonder where that person is. Not that I want it or anything. All right, so if that happens to you, just remember, it's part of the process, nothing to be taken personally, and just deflect it. Just thank the person, acknowledge them, move on. And if they come up to you afterwards, you certainly have a right to say, well, sure, I'd love some feedback. Here's my email. So remember, all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players, so make sure that your play is authentically yours. See you next time.